I'm replacing my entire PC setup, an NZXT Player 3, with what I have in this box right here. I am very excited. Is this a good idea? I don't know, but I'm going to be doing it anyways. Hello and welcome to everyone who finds this video. My name is Lance. For the last couple of weeks, I have been researching a laptop. I have considered Windows laptops, Apple laptops, and I had a price point in mind, and I also had a few requirements: accessibility, convenience, form factor, small size, easy to use. You could just turn it on and it works. Auto settings, simplicity, right? The easier it is to pick it up and use if it's simple. For the longest time, I've wanted to get a MacBook Pro. When they first came out with the M1 MacBook Pros, I was really interested and I almost bought one. Decided that it wasn't quite the time. I did that 2 or 3 times. Kept coming back to the MacBook Pro and thinking, do I really want to get one of these? Well, back in, I can't remember if it was June or July of last year, I ended up buying this NZXT Player 3, not the Prime, but the one below it. So the one that's, I think it's 32 gigs. It's got a 4070 Ti Super, 2 terabytes of storage. It's a pretty decent gaming, content creating desktop PC. And it's been a really good desktop when I use it. And that's the problem. I don't use it that much. If you notice right now, it's on a cart. And that's because I recently got rid of my desk and I thought, well, I could put it on this cart and then I could have it nearby and I could move it around a little bit. That doesn't work the same as having like a laptop. So enter this device. This is, well, let's just take a look. So what did I get? I got a 13-inch MacBook Air in the midnight color. This MacBook Air just came out about a month ago, and it has the M4 chip in it. Why did I get an Air instead of a MacBook Pro? Well, portability and form factor. Everyone's saying that you can still do your editing. You could even do light gaming. I don't really plan on doing light gaming, but it's like the perfect laptop for most people. The last time I used a Mac was around 1991. It was in the Super Nintendo days, and I remember buying that computer, and it was like $300, and it was my first computer, and it was an Apple Mac 2CX. And it was black and white. And I remember having a game called Glider, and it was a side scroller with a paper airplane that starts high up and it drifts down, and then little vents like push the paper airplane up. That was my first experience with a Mac. I know that they had games like Marathon, which I think there's a new Marathon game coming out. And there was some others back in the day that you could play on Mac, but not at all a computer for gaming on, right? And so what I plan to do with this is not gaming. I am pretty set on getting a Steam Deck for gaming and emulation. This is for editing and for content creating and for day-to-day productivity tasks, right? Surfing the web, those kinds of things, right? And by video editing, I mean like light video editing, basically what you're watching right now. So I think that this laptop is going to do great for those things. And as much as I like the NZXT, I just don't see myself using it enough to justify keeping it. So I think that I'm going to get rid of that. And it's a really good desktop, and I recommend NZXT. I'll wait a little while. I'm gonna see how the laptop does, but I'm really excited for the Air and just how portable it is, how capable it is, the form factor. I was comparing the other models. I almost got the 14-inch Pro. I was at Best Buy. When you pick up the 13-inch Air, it was so light. I think it's 2.7 pounds. The 15-inch and the Pro, they're heavier, and the Pro is a lot thicker. And by a lot, I mean like 2 millimeters or something. It's still ridiculously small and compact, but I wanted the smallest form factor. And I got the one with the upgraded 512 storage, 10-core CPU, 10-core GPU, 16 gigabytes of RAM. I think that is the most bang for the buck, right? That's what's so attractive about it, is the fact that you can throw this into your bag. It takes up probably less room than a tablet. I mean, it is so small, the form factor. I'm just really looking forward to getting it set up and making some content on it and comparing to see if does this work just as well as my desktop PC. We'll see. This might not be a good idea, but I don't know. I'm really interested to get it opened up and try it out and see how it works. Also, quick update, I'm on day 5 or 6 by the time you watch this. Digital detox, no social media. It's no longer on my phone, and I have found myself having so much extra time in my day because I'm not just sitting there scrolling. I feel like I've taken 2 or 3 hours back to where I have the bandwidth to do other things and be productive in other ways, and I can't recommend it enough. Even if you can just get rid of one of the apps that you're swiping on or scrolling on, or you think it takes up too much of your day, it probably does. And you could probably take it off your phone and, just for a week, see how it goes. That's what I'm doing, and it's working pretty good. I can't recommend it enough. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Leave a like on this video if you liked it. I'm doing my best to respond to every comment that's left on my videos. I really appreciate the interaction. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. I'm still trying to figure out a schedule here. Daily uploads right now is not possible. This week, I'm aiming for 3 videos this week. I really appreciate you staying all the way to the end, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.